It's time for our first Christmas Throwback Thursday. My dad, you know, he's a bit of a jokester. He's a bit of a cheeky one, probably where I get it from. And one year he did an interesting thing. You see, there was a certain eBay listing that I'd found, and I wanted to get it, and my dad said, "Tell you what, I'll try and bid on it, and I'll try and get it for you, and you can have it for Christmas." I'm sure if my dad's watching, he's probably aware of what the item is already, but we'll continue. Well, that was the last I heard of it. I did surreptitiously look at the listing afterwards, because I knew when it was going to end, naturally, because I was watching it. And it had ended. I can't remember what price it ended at, but it had ended. And I think he later told me that he wasn't able to get it, which is a bit of a shame. And this is an item where you don't actually find that many listings, so the fact that he wasn't able to get it was kind of heartbreaking. I think at the time, I'm not exactly sure what my feelings were at the time, I can't remember that far back, but I was probably thinking something along the lines of, if we were both able to do it, then we might have won it between us, but whatever. It was a thing, so I kind of just let it go, and it was one of those things that I had kept an eye out for a few years, so it would probably have come up again soon. Who knows? My dad actually said to me, you know, maybe after Christmas, when people have the annual clear-outs, you know, the post-Christmas clear-out that everybody does, then maybe one will show up. And I remember I remember poo-pooing that statement, but it kind of makes sense thinking about it. So I relegated that item, and I thought, you know what, there's no way I'm going to get that, at least not for Christmas this year. Fast forward to Christmas Day, and we open all our presents, and sure enough, the item that that he said he might get me for Christmas is not in my pile of presents, which is rather sad. I had in the back of my mind a little hope, but it was all dashed because the item wasn't there. So that was that. That was my story. I didn't get an item for Christmas. Brilliant, isn't it? Except I'm lying, because later on, I think my dad was trying to do a thing of... I'm trying to remember what his statement was. It was something like... oh, well, Christmas, it's always over and done so quickly, so I've actually held back a few presents that... to make it last a bit longer, you know? That was the whole concept. And so he nipped off, and he brought back a little pile of presents. I think one for each of us, and he sort of handed them out. And I unwrapped it, and I was so chuffed. It was a real roller coaster that morning, let me tell you, because I unwrapped this. This is an item that I am so proud to have, because it's, well, partly because it's quite rare, and you know, it's always nice to have a rare item, even rarer and more expensive these days because of the retro tax. Not a real thing, by the way. It's one of my favourite games, and it was a very important part of my childhood. Anybody who listens to the upcoming DOS Game Club on Jazz Jackrabbit will probably be aware of that. It's brilliant, and I wasn't even aware that this version existed. This is apparently the UK version, or one of the UK versions. It's all a bit up in the air, the publishing of this game. It's weird. The point is, this was a very important game to me, and losing it was quite heartbreaking, but actually it turning out that he did win it was incredible, and so I'm really chuffed about this and the circumstances by which I acquired it. Side note, I did do an unboxing on this years and years ago, but I do like the idea that it says Advanced Enemy Artificial Intelligence. Anybody who's played Jazz 2 will know that the AI is as much of an AI as the current AIs are, but let's not get into that. I hope you enjoyed my little Christmas story. That wasn't the only one like that. I'll maybe tell you about the other one later on this month. How about that? Anyway, that's all from me. Thank you very much for watching, and I'll see you all tomorrow.